video, we'll take a look at the table representing some points on a linear function. So I want you to notice that we are told it is linear in the word problem. Now, this table is kind of different because it is written horizontally. I generally don't have my tables written like that, so I'm going to have to go slowly so I make sure that I don't make any mistakes. Let's begin by asking ourselves, what is the pattern? Well, I hope you can see that my change in y, that is where I subtract two y values. I chose 48 and 33, the last two in the chart, because I didn't really want to have to deal with a whole bunch of negatives at the beginning of the chart. So I can choose any of them, but I want to do the last two because, again, they're positive. So I'm doing my change in y. That just means I'm subtracting two y coordinates. And then I'm doing my change in x. And notice on this one on the bottom that I am subtracting those two x coordinates for the last two places, the last two columns in my chart. I do have to deal with a negative on that one, but that's okay. And let's do this subtraction. Feel free to use your calculator if you need to. 48 minus 33 will give me 15. And 1.5 minus negative, please use your calculator because that does not give me 0. That gives me 3. And so 15 divided by 3 gives me 5. That means my pattern here is 5. We would call that a constant rate of change is 5. Now you may be saying, well, what do I do with that? I'm so glad you asked. Let me show you. We're going to write an equation with this 5, but be very careful where the 5 shows up is in front of an x being multiplied. Now you may be looking at that plus b and thinking, oh, I know what that is. That's the y equals mx plus b form. And you would be right. However, if that is just like, I don't know what that means, that's okay. I just want you to think of this b as a bonus amount. And what we need to do is to find the value of that bonus amount. So we're going to take one of the values in the chart. For me, I wanted to choose an easy value. So I chose the last one because it was positive. So I'm going to take 1.5 for x and 48 for y, and I'm going to substitute them into this equation. Again, in place of y, I'm going to put a 48, and in place of x, I'm going to put 1.5. Notice that I have to do the 5 times 1.5, and that gives me 7.5. And then I can subtract 7.5 from both sides, and I get that b is 40.5. That's my bonus amount. So in order to finish writing my equation, all I have to do is substitute my bonus amount back into the equation. So I have my y equals 5x, and then I add my bonus amount of 40.5.